gang, I guess this is my first YouTube video. Yeah, she's vlogging in public, baby. Basically, I thought I would document my journey to Berlin Marathon. I've run 2 marathons before. I ran London 2024 and Manchester 2025. Made every mistake you could possibly ever make in both of those marathons, and I'm determined for Berlin to be a better and faster experience. So I wanted to document what I learned along the way. I'm working with Coach Paige, the icon, the queen, the legend herself, who I love, and I met her on this random ass brand trip we did in 2024, and we really bonded because we were like a similar age, similar vibe, both found the whole thing hilarious. And she's my coach now, so I'm really excited to see how she pushes me rather than using an app. So I want to document all the highs, all the inevitable lows that come with marathon training, because I think it's really important to show that it isn't actually very glamorous. It takes a lot of grit, quite literally a lot of blood, sweat and tears, and I thought I'd do that in a bit of like a longer form way. I really like watching like long form videos of people training for things in their journey, and I thought it'd be a good way for people to get to know me a bit better rather than the short form. And yeah, it's 27 weeks today till Berlin, so I'm going to start documenting from now. Even though I'm not specifically marathon training right now, I am building a good base, and my plan is, with training for Berlin, I would love to PB in the 5k, the 10k and the half marathon before then PBing in the marathon. And that's ambitious, sure. However, I've always been actually a very slow runner and haven't really been consistent enough over the last 3 years to see constant improvements, because I'd either burn myself out and get injured, or I would run a race that didn't go to plan and fall out with running for a bit. And I'm in a really good place with running right now. Definitely helps that the sun is shining. So I'm building that base, and on Wednesday, which is 2 days away, I'm running a 5k, which is actually my first ever 5k race. And I'm gonna try, loud building work, I'm gonna try and get a sub 25 minute 5k. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I don't know if I can hold 4:59 per kilometre 5 times over in a row with no rest break. I know I can hold that pace in intervals, but I'm just going to give it a go. Even if I miss, it'll be a really good test of where my fitness and speed are at, and will give me more of an accurate idea of whether a sub 4:20 marathon is actually going to be doable or whether that's over ambitious. My current PB in the marathon is 5:05:59. 5 hours, 5 minutes and 59 seconds. And that was Manchester last year. London the year before was 5 hours, 6 minutes, 20 seconds. And Manchester Marathon last year, I aimed for sub 4:30. Obviously missed that by 35 minutes. I just blew up on the day, I can't lie. I just really psyched myself out and just believed I couldn't do it, and just got in my head. And also the day was extremely hot, and obviously training through winter, I'm not conditioned for heat at the best of times anyway, let alone after a training block in winter. So I'm really hoping Berlin is better. So I'm about to head out for my run. It is 6:10. I've done that really annoying thing where I've left my run to the last minute, and now it's going dark, and I've not timed my eating schedule. It's not ideal. But the run is going to be some intervals at race pace, as in Wednesday race pace, as in 5k PB attempt. I'm really scared because that is fast. I need to run. I'm actually running 5 seconds slower than race pace, so I'm going to be running at 5:05 per kilometre, and I'm doing 1.5 kilometres 3 times. Basically testing if I can do that race pace or whether I'm delusional. Just did that run, so I ran at 5:05 per kilometre for each 1.5 kilometre interval, and it actually felt good. I did do it on a treadmill in the end. I went to the gym just because I left it so late, it was dark, and I hate running in the dark. I feel like not as confident running, especially if I can't see properly. I always end up slowing down just to be cautious, and obviously for a race pace run, I want to be feeling confident and speedy. So I did it on the treadmill. I guess the thing on race day is whether I can knit all of that together, right? Because it's all well and good me having the 500 metre floats in between, and then I can go hell for leather with the intervals themselves, but yeah, we'll see if I can knit it together. And listen, if I don't get the sub 25, nothing bad's gonna happen. It's just a goal that I've set for myself. I find it quite motivating to have something to chase. Hi, happy Wednesday. It's 5K race day. I'm just about to take the dog out. When I say out, to the roof, because she's still too scared to go outside. I am feeling good about the race today. I'm feeling nervous, I can't lie, but I'm feeling good. The weird thing is, it's at 7 o'clock, and I'm just kind of like, wait, that's not it, it's twiddling my thumb. I'm just kind of like waiting. Like that meme of Kermit sat with the mug, just... That's how I feel today. I have been getting work done, but I kind of have it in the back of my mind. It's really weird racing in an evening and not the morning. Anyway, let me get the dog's harness on. Olive, this isn't the most cooperative thing. It's very nice, but I have to literally lift her up. There we go. When I knew I was getting a dog, I can't lie, I did imagine it being a little bit more glamorous than this. It is so windy and so cold. Olive, do you think I will get a sub 25 minute 5K tonight? What do you think? Oh, no, you don't eat it. Don't know how I'm feeling about this for race day. I thought I'd talk through my strategy a little bit. My plan is basically to go out strong. When I race, I'm always really conservative with it. I always go out slower than I want to save gas in the tank for like a negative split. A negative split is basically where you speed up throughout a race, and a positive split would be where you get slower throughout a race. Today, because it's a 5K, and obviously it's kind of over before it's even begun, in theory, I'm going to be running for 25 minutes. So I'm just going to go out strong. And if I get to 3K and I'm like, oh my God, I've overdone it. What is happening here? I'm just trying to get a bit of content about my race. This is very ridiculous. Basically, if I get to 3K and I've overshot it and I'm clinging on... Sorry, this is cracking me up. Basically, if I get to 3K and I'm cooked and I've overdone it and I regret going out too strong, I can just slow down. And even if that is the thing that means I don't get the 25-minute 5K, at least I know I've left it all out there, because I could go out strong and I could run at race pace or slightly below and try and hold on, and I could do it. And if I do it, and if I manage to hold on and get like 24:40 or something and knock 20 seconds off, I'll be so proud. Okay, I've got my little plaits in my hair. I'm gonna probably just put a tiny bit of makeup on, just to feel a bit more like, you know.
Approaching Battersea Park. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Obviously I'm running late, so obviously I'm running in my coat and my trackies to the start line. Fuck's sake. I'm about to see if I can get a sub 25-minute 5K, so let's see. Wow. Oh my God. According to my watch, that was 24:08. There we go. Oh my God. Hello, it is the morning. I say the morning, it's actually at lunchtime after race day. So I did the 5-kilometer race yesterday, and not only did I get sub 25 minutes, I almost got sub 24. I'm literally still in disbelief. My chip time was 24 minutes and 7 seconds, which was actually exactly the same as my watch time, so nice and accurate. I guess in Battersea Park there's not really much room for the GPS to go wrong, right? But I am so proud of myself, like I can't even tell you. There's a lovely woman called Marissa who paces for Run Through, which is who the race was with. She offered to pace me and I was like, yes please. And I don't think I could have done it without her, to be honest. It was like a different kind of grit required. Obviously, I've kind of done my running journey backwards. I started with a marathon, then raced a half marathon, then raced a 10k, now a 5k. And obviously marathons are hellishly difficult, but I didn't realise just how difficult a 5k was going to be to hold that intensity for so long. When I got around halfway, around 2.5 kilometres, I was clinging on for dear life. And then the last 1.5, I was breathing like literally making noises, and I was like, oh my god, I feel like those men in the gym that grunt all the time. And it actually gave me maybe a little bit more empathy for those people that I think are usually like attention seeking, because I was actually like but I am so proud. My splits were pretty much even. I think the 3rd kilometre was ever so slightly slower, but that makes sense because that was where I really started to flag. Having someone's heels to chase was so helpful, honestly, because I think, again, like if I had just done it by myself, which was the original plan, I would have gone out at 4:59 and held 4:59, but my average pace was 4:48. So having someone there to push me even harder has just proved that I am fitter than I thought. And I thought that the 4:59 pace was going to be a stretch, but clearly not. But the most amazing thing is today on Strava, I searched all my previous 5k times and saw some of my first 5ks. Now, annoyingly, for a long time, well, not a long time actually, when I started running, I didn't know about Strava. I was using a thing, I think called like Runkeeper or something. So I don't have my original runs. But last year in August, I raced Tooting Park Run, and I ran it all out. I did it as like a bit of a fitness test for myself, and I think I ran it in like 28:01 or something. I'll put it on the screen, you'll be able to see. And my heart rate was like 181. I was running at like maximum capacity. And yesterday, obviously smashed that by like pretty much 4 minutes. I got 24:07 and my heart rate was significantly lower. It was like 1.6 something. Again, it will be on the screen, you'll be able to see it. But how insane is that? It just really, washing lines, it just really goes to show how much my fitness, like my aerobic capacity, has increased. And honestly, I put it down, as well as running consistently, because actually this year I've not really run that much. Like January, February, I didn't really do that much. I've kind of picked it up in February and I've been consistent since then, running around like 24 kilometres a week, which I'm going to up to 30 and hold it at 30 on the lead up to Berlin Marathon training. And then obviously my kilometerage or mileage, whatever you want to call it, will go up from there. I'm going to have a base of like 30 kilometres a week to work with. But I think this fitness increase has come from teaching spin 3 times a week. So I teach on Saturday evenings. No, that's not right. I teach on Thursday evenings and I teach on Saturday mornings, a double. So I do back-to-back spin on Saturday mornings, and trust me, it's not for the weak. And when I first started teaching it, I was like, oof, this is a test. And now it's fine. Like when I used to teach double spin, it would wipe me out for the whole day, because with spin, like you can't fake it. Like even if my resistance is a little bit lower than what I'm prescribing, because obviously I don't want to go full out because it's not my workout, I'm there to like facilitate other people's workouts, but you can't fake it. And I think the fact that I'm cycling 3 times a week, well, twice a week, but one of them's double, is helping so much. And last night really proved that to me, with my heart rate being so low. And even though I was really kind of huffing and puffing towards the end, with my heart rate being so low, it has made me be like, could I have gone faster? I don't know. Leave it. What's that? What's she doing? What are you doing? Hey? What are you doing? But yeah, I am very proud of myself. And you know what? My legs actually feel okay today. My glutes feel a little bit stiff, a little bit tight, as does my left hip flexor. But nothing is sore. Nothing feels injured. Nothing feels tweaked. It just feels a bit like I worked hard yesterday. I do wonder what else is in the tank to come, and it's made me extra excited for Berlin Marathon, because I know I want to go fast at Berlin Marathon. I know I want to redeem myself from Manchester Marathon, where I just massively missed my target. And the fact that I've just ran a 24 minute 7 second 5k has made me feel so confident about Berlin, and that maybe like a sub 4:20 is on the cards. My watch has recalibrated after yesterday, and it now says it thinks I can run a marathon in like 3:59. I don't know about that, but I'm happy for my watch to believe that, you know. But we'll see, and I'll speak to Coach Paige and we'll make a plan. Like, I don't have anything set in stone for Berlin yet. We're very much just testing where my fitness is at. And obviously I don't want to do like too much and work too hard where I overtrain myself and then get injured. So it's all a balancing act. But I'm very, very, very proud of what I did yesterday. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. My life is just leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. Hello, happy Friday. I've had quite a busy day already today, you know. I taught a spin class at 7 a.m. Hell. And then I had, oh, hello. Oh, hello. And then I had a catch-up call with one of my personal training clients, which was really nice. And then I had a call with someone who wants to join, which is amazing. And then I had a self-tape to do, and it's only 12:10. I had a really fun package arrive today from Budgie Smuggler. I've started working with Budgie Smuggler, which is so cool. They've given me a 20% off code for everyone. I'll put a little thing here. You can see the outfit. It is so me. Like, whenever I shop for activewear, everything's like neutral, and the neutral like beige and stuff, which just makes me look like I'm naked. And I don't know, I think because working out is like hard and grueling, it makes me extra wanna wear fun things that I'm like, yeah, I got the energy. Whereas if I'm wearing just like plain stuff, I actually don't feel as energized. There must be some kind of like science in that, I'm sure. I've had offers from brands before about codes and stuff, and like occasionally I've taken them and then I've always regretted it, being like, I feel like I was kind of sold out or I'm not aligned with this brand. But Budgie Smuggler, that is 10 out of 10 pairing. Like, that is a fitness hun, Budgie Smuggler. The dream, my dream, and I'm going to put it out there because I don't believe in keeping your dreams quiet. I would love a Budgie Smuggler, the Fitness Huns collab. And you know, maybe you don't know, I'll put it here. My like logo for the Fitness Huns with the disco ball dumbbell. That on like shorts and sports bra. That would be so cool with like pink underneath. Yeah, I'll put it out there, that's the dream. It's now 10 to 6 and I'm still at this bloody desk. Obviously I taught spin at 7 this morning and I've not managed to get my gym session in. That is the only downside about being a fitness instructor, you know, especially with spin. It then becomes really hard to get your own workouts in because you're tired. So I'm going to see if I can do it tonight, but I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't weightlift this week, because don't know if I've mentioned, but I did run a 5k PB. I've actually changed the settings on my hair. I've changed the settings on this camera as well. Obviously, this is all very new. YouTube, very new. Potentially no one has got to this point of this vlog, and it's very boring. Also, cameras, very new. Never ever been a camera person. Obviously, like point and shoot, but I've never known about settings, never known any of that. So I've watched a couple of videos today to learn, and I fiddled around with the settings, and I'm going to see if it makes a difference, because I really noticed that my previous videos, it was very washed out, and I thought that might have just been the camera, but I've realised it's not, it was just the settings. So I've changed that, and hopefully it'll make a difference. Hello from the most windswept a fitness hun you've ever seen. Leave it. Oh no. Yeah, good girl. She just had hold of my Converse. No. Yeah. Oh, no biting. This is ridiculous. It's Saturday. I've just taught double spin and just taken you out to the roof, haven't I? For a bit of training. I'm just randomly teaching her to go through my legs because we still can't walk her. So basically we took her out this morning and she's so nervous. We took her out at 7 a.m. It's a Saturday. There was no one around. And she just freaks out. I think it's because there's so much for her to take in that she can't monitor what's a threat and what's not. Like, it's not an enclosed space. We've been taking her into our local supermarket car park because it's nice and kind of vast but away from the roads, and we're putting her on a long lead and it just didn't go very well. She's quite overwhelmed today, but she seems all right. And then when I went to put her in her crate to teach, she really cried and was digging, which she's never done before, so I think she's a bit overwhelmed. So we're just letting her destroy some twigs and that kind of thing. Anyway, I made a big discovery today, and I need to share this with you because I don't know whether this is me just being extremely stupid, which it genuinely quite possibly might be, or whether other people are in this as well. So my watch is a Coros, right? And when I run, I thought I was running in zone 2 for easy runs. However, I'm running in zone 1. Zone 1, as in like you sleep in zone 1 and you like walk in zone 1. And this makes so much sense to me now because, especially earlier in my running journey, I'd start jogging and be like, oh my God, I'm in zone 3 already. Like, how is that happening? And really slow down. But actually, I was in zone 1 going into zone 2 where I should have been. And it just made me wonder, like, what would my pace have been this whole time? Because I try and go off heart rate as much as possible. Like, I know that watches aren't the most accurate ever, but I think it's just like a good indication of how hard you're working. And like whenever I've been in zone 3, I've actually been in zone 2 at that easy pace. So even like intervals that I've done in the past when I've gone off of like my RPE, which is like what is RPE? Rate of perceived effort. Oh my God, I need to brush up on my PT training. But yeah, I've been running like slower and easier than I needed to this whole time. And I feel like discovering that has just unlocked this whole thing. And the reason I discovered it is because after my second spin class, my watch was like, well done, you've cycled. And I like swiped through the stats for the first time. And it was like 23 minutes in zone 1. And I was like, zone what now? And zone 1 is blue. And I thought I was in zone 2. I'm actually embarrassed. I feel like that's a really obvious thing that I've only just discovered. Oh, no. What are you doing? That's not a toy. It's not a toy. No, it's not a toy. This entire time. Yeah, this entire time. This entire time. Misreading my heart rate this entire time. Mwah.